How do you know how to build the right hair regimen? How do you know this regimen is working for you? And how do you know you are on the right path? So this is what we are going to speak about in this video. Stay tuned. Quick shout out to my products. Ayurvedic has helped my hair to grow tremendously in thickness and length the past year. Luckily, I was able to document this whole process for thin, fine, natural hair, and I have turned it into an ebook. If you are interested to grow your hair thicker, longer, and healthier, click in the link in my description box, which will lead you straight to the ebook, my Ayurvedic hair regimens, and my 7 powerful Ayurvedic recipes. Thank you. Hi Earthlings, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about how to create a simple but effective hair regimen. If you are new here, my name is Adede. I talk about how to grow thin, fine, natural hair thicker, healthier, and longer. So before we get to the sweet part of this video where I explain to you the steps, the structure of a hair regimen, I want to speak about a few things that I think it's really important before you even think about creating a hair regimen. First of all, a hair regimen is something that you create for your lifestyle. So you create it for a lifetime. You don't create it for 3 months or 6 months, and when your hair grow or your hair get thicker you stop. No, it's something that you keep on adjusting to your hair. It's something that you keep on adjusting to your lifestyle. So if you are studying, you have a different hair regimen. If you start working, you should have a different hair regimen. If you have started a new business or something like that, what I'm trying to say is you create it around your life. You create something that you know that, okay, this is something I can do, this is realistic, this it's not overwhelming, and it's something that I can stick to, because that is the important part of creating a hair regimen. You have to create something that you can stick to, not something that I can stick to or another YouTuber can stick to, but something that you can stick to, because it's about you, it's about your hair, and it's about your lifestyle. On top of that, it's also important to know your hair porosity. Knowing your hair porosity is way more important than knowing your hair type. Hair porosity is the ability for your hair to absorb water and also lose water. So it's like a huge thing. It's the ability for your hair to absorb product, to absorb moisture, to absorb protein, to absorb everything. So it's really important for you to know how your hair does that, when it does that, what you do for your hair to absorb water, on all those things. So it's really important for you to find out, and there are multiple videos on YouTube that show you how you can find out what your hair porosity is. So I'm not going to go into that right now. Maybe I might link a few videos in the description below for you to refer to. Your hair regimen is mostly based on your wash day and what you do on your wash day and what you do in between your wash day till your next wash day, basically. So your hair regimen is based on your wash day and the things you do in between wash days until the next wash day. Wow, that's a lot of wash day in one sentence. What I also wanted to mention is you do have to make time for your hair. It is not something that you can just do 5 minutes or 2 minutes and you are done. Wash day does not take 5 minutes or 2 minutes, but it also doesn't have to take the whole day. What I'm trying to say is you have to find your own balance, what works for you. I know that mostly people say that you have to wash your hair once a week or twice a week or something like that, but look at yourself and see what works for you. I know a lot of people do not have time to wash their hair once a week, but if you do want your hair to grow, you are gonna have to make time at least once every 2 weeks or once a month or something like that. That is totally okay, as long as you build a strong regimen around that. So example, you can wash your hair once a month, and as long as you keep on consistently washing your hair once a month, and you make sure when you are washing your hair that you do take the time to do a good job. Because if you do a bad job, then you are just wasting your time and wasting everybody's time, basically. If you just take 5 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe 30 minutes to do all your wash day routine, you just go through it, and you are done, that is really not doing a good job. It doesn't have to be every week. That is something we recommend to do it every week. That is like the best. But we all know that we don't have a lot of time. People have children, people have work, people have school, people have businesses. We don't have a lot of time to do it every week. But when you are doing it, whether it's once every 2 weeks, once a month, or something like that, do take the time to do it, because you are already stretching your wash days. So do take your time to do it when you are doing it, but you don't necessarily have to do it once a week. My point is, when you're doing it, do make sure that you have the time to do it, because it's better to do a great job once a month than do a bad job once every week. So what I'm going to talk about here about the hair regimen today is based on my hair regimen. If you have already gotten my hair regimens, I will send you an updated version where I go into details about a lot of things, so stay tuned to that. That will probably be somewhere in February. Yeah, somewhere in February. So if you got it already, I will send you an updated version. So this is based on my hair regimen. I always start with a pre-poo. Like I said, it's important to know what your hair likes and what your hair does not like. So some people say that you do not have to wash your hair every week or every 2 weeks when you are doing your wash day, but I find it important for my hair to wash my hair with shampoo each time I wash my hair. And if I'm going to wash my hair with shampoo, then I need a pre-poo before I shampoo my hair, because shampoo can be harsh on our hair. So yeah, but I find it important to wash my hair with shampoo because of my low porosity hair. That's when I come back to the porosity. You have to know what your hair porosity is. My hair is low porosity, and I know that the ability for it to absorb product is difficult. So it's important for me to start on a clean slate. So it's important for me to clean my hair before I add a whole bunch of product to it, because then it's easier for my hair to absorb this new products and new moisture and protein and everything that I'm putting in it. So it's important for me to shampoo my hair, and before I shampoo my hair, I always do a pre-poo. I always do my pre-poo with some kind of Ayurvedic product. So it can be Ayurvedic oil, it can be Ayurvedic powders, or Ayurvedic deep conditioner, or something like that. So after I do that, I only do that for 20 minutes with a heated cup. Then I get back to the low porosity again. With low porosity hair, it's important to use heat when you are deep conditioning or pre-pooing your hair and all those stuff, because it helps your hair open up and the products get in easier. So I pre-poo my hair about 20 minutes with my heat cup. I will show it to you in a bit, and I'll also link it down below in case you want to get the same thing. For 20 minutes, and then I go ahead and shampoo my hair with my black soap shampoo. And I shampoo my hair only once. It doesn't have to be 3 times or 2 times whatsoever. I just want to get my scalp and my hair clean so that I get it ready for new products so that my hair can absorb the new product that I'm about to put in my hair. So yeah, after I shampoo my hair, after I pre-poo and shampoo my hair, I decide whether I want to go ahead and deep conditioner. If I have time, I always try to deep condition my hair. But like I said, sometimes we just don't have enough time and we are trying to cut corners. And because I pre-pooed my hair, which is also a form of deep conditioner, I can decide whether I want to go ahead and deep condition my hair after the shampoo or not. If I don't pre-poo my hair and I go ahead and shampoo my hair straight ahead, then I always have to deep condition it, because I always have to have some kind of deep moisture in my hair. So if I decide to deep conditioner, I choose my deep conditioner. I always use some kind of moisturizing conditioner, because my pre-poo is always Ayurvedic based, and Ayurvedic tend to strengthen your hair or add extra protein to your hair. So I need to balance that out by using moisture to deep condition my hair. So that's what I always do. So after deep conditioning my hair for about 20 minutes, I go ahead and use a tea rinse on my hair. This can be black tea rinse, or it can be green tea rinse, it can be fenugreek, it can be black seed, it can be cloves, it can be a whole lot of things. It really depends on how my hair is feeling and what my hair needs at that moment. And that's why I keep on saying that it's important for you to know your hair and what your hair needs and what your hair does not need. So after doing the tea rinse, I start with my leave-in conditioner. I always try to apply my leave-in conditioner in the shower because that place is warm, and when my hair is warm it absorbs products easier. So I do apply my leave-in conditioner, at least I try to apply it in the bathroom, and after that I leave my hair for about 20 minutes. I just put it in twist for about 20 minutes, giving my hair time to let the leave-in conditioner settle and do its thing in my hair. And then after 20 to 30 minutes I go ahead and start my moisturizing. I go ahead and either I do the LCO method or I do the LOC method. Both works perfectly on my hair. So I go ahead and add my moisturizer, and then I add my oil, and then I add a butter on top of it, depending on how I'm going to style my hair for my next wash day. And I personally wash my hair once every 2 weeks, sometimes once every 3 weeks, but not longer than every 3 weeks, because then my hair gets really dry and start breaking off. So once again, it's important to get to know your hair and see how long you can stretch your hair for. If I do have time, definitely I try to wash it every once in a week, but that doesn't happen often, so I just stick to once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. So depending on how I'm going to wear my hair, and I wear my hair in protective style 99% of the time, so I can go ahead and add like so I can go ahead and layer my moisturizer. Yeah, I can go ahead and layer my moisturizer and not worry about my hair being weighed down by the moisturizer whatsoever, because my hair is in a protective style. So if you know you're going to style your hair, you're going to do twist out or braids out or whatsoever, tune-out out, then maybe you have to go easy on the moisturizer, or you have to find different combination of moisturizing your hair. And yeah, so a recap is basically I pre-poo my hair for 20 minutes, and then I shampoo my hair once just with a shampoo, and I'm done. And then I decide whether I have enough time to deep condition or not, and then I deep condition my hair. After that I add a tea rinse or some kind of rinse to my hair, and after that I add my leave-in conditioner in the shower. After my leave-in conditioner, I let my leave-in conditioner settle in my hair for about 20 to 30 minutes, and after that I go ahead and add my moisturizers and my oils and my butters and everything, and then I put my hair in a protective style. Later on that day I will find time to moisturize my scalp. Sometimes I do it also in the shower after I apply my leave-in conditioner. I also add oil to my scalp, because then my scalp is already moist with the oil, with the heat from the shower and the water and everything. So I just add my oils on my scalp and massage my scalp as well. So during the week, depending on what kind of protecting style that I go for, during the week I will just oil my scalp and massage my scalp, and I also try to moisturize my hair once during the week, depending on what kind of protective style I'm rocking. If I can lose it and moisturize my hair, or I just moisturize my hair on top of the protective style. So yeah guys, that is it for how to build your hair regimen. I will leave my hair regimen in the description box below. This is for you to use as an example. If it works for you, definitely that is fine, but if it doesn't work for you, you can use it as a baseline to build your own regimen, so that you have some kind of example to use when you're building your own regimen. So I'll leave it down in the description box for you. And for the people who have already gotten the hair regimen, I will send you an updated version very soon, and I'm also planning on filming a whole wash day routine, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye!